So when everyone is debating who you are, what's in your pants, and what you can or can't do, where do you turn? Community. And the trans community is one of the most active, loving, and supportive communities out there. For the most part. Over the years, I've noticed some tensions brewing from within. Seeing as feminism and trans rights often align with the same leftist values, there's a lot of overlap. And with any community, you have outliers who cause trouble. There's a very strong anti-man sentiment among the queer community in response to constant mistreatment. I have a few good friends who have thrown "I hate men" into their vernacular as a response to any inconvenience. On its own, it's a harmless joke. Haha, men did some fucked up shit, let's laugh it off. But when people start saying things like this over and over, expecting trans men to remove themselves from the joke, it makes it seem like you don't see them as men. And if you do see them as men, then that's something to be shamed. Trans men understand the impact toxic masculinity has had on society, especially having had experience on the other side of the aisle. They don't want to make others feel the same way that they did. Scared to walk alone at night, coming up with plans on how to escape a kidnapping, that kind of stuff. This leads to an avoidance of masculinity and fear that they might hurt someone too. But masculine doesn't mean evil. It's not inherently bad to be a man. Sure, men have done some shitty things in the past, but it's about what you do as an individual. It's about the actions you take in your own life. Your ancestors might have been pirates or Vikings. They might have committed war crimes or treated the woman in their life as subservient. But what about you? How do you treat the women in your life? Do you see them as your equal? Do you take care to acknowledge when you might be falling into some old misogynistic stereotypes? The problem here isn't masculinity. Being more inclined to work out and grill some burgers doesn't mean you're gonna abuse your wife. The problem is how we collectively address the toxicity. I see a self-fulfilling prophecy forming that affects all men, cis and trans alike. When we automatically assume men are inclined to be abusive, self-centered, or stupid, it's easy to believe that that's just what you are. That stuff gets internalized, and it's hard to shake off. You're expected to yell, you're expected to fight, you're expected to misunderstand. Because boys will be boys. Even trans men. So if we want to see a reduction in toxic masculinity, I think we need to show men that we support them. We can't keep separating trans men from cis men. It erases the core of what unifies them. And sometimes they'll erase it themselves.